There we go. Oh, wait. How are you doing today, folks? Happy... whatever day it is. Wednesday, I suppose. I hope we're well. Happy Wednesday, etc., etc., etc. What is going on? Have I made sure everything is working? Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. You're all groovy. I've got that there. Yeah, it's another day. Another day, another dollar, etc., etc. And I am live on YouTube. Well done, me. For just round of applause for me. That's great. Just thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. We're not streaming Battlefield 6 today, but there are drops. There are drops, so maybe we will. Who knows? I can't remember what I had to say. Anyway, we've got painting to do, so I won't waste your time. But don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. Obviously. Let me go to the... Let me refresh the Warhammer page, because, I don't know, some book stuff... it's nothing really that... Well, we can have a look at the picture, I suppose. It's alright. It's nothing particularly magnificent. Hello, JD. Yes. Sound. How are you doing today? How is your day looking so far? What is going on? We have got... I'm going to just get back to painting in just a moment. Oof. So I'll change the page I'm lurking in. That'll work. Had to turn on the heat. The end is near. Yeah, I did. Coming into the studio this morning, I did think that there was a chill in the air. Like it's been actually like strangely up until a few couple of days ago. It's actually been quite warm outside, but I came out this morning and there was definitely a chill in the air, and I thought, well, the end is near. Yeah, we're soon going to have the heating going on in the morning. Cracks whip. Nah, we don't. We paint at our own speed here. We do not. We don't paint. We don't do that sort of stuff here. We will be painting. Just have to hold on. But hello, Icarus. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. What is going on? I'm just trying. There was something in the back of my head that was in there. Can't quite remember what it was. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, maybe we'll end up streaming Battlefield 6 at some point. Make the most of the amazing drops that they're doing at the moment. But that ends on Friday evening, I believe. So I'm not entirely sure when we would do that. Potentially tomorrow. Who knows? I'm so there it is. Having a quick look, see when the Battlefield 6 thing. So it ends Friday, 4 o'clock. So we'd have to do it either tomorrow or Friday morning, potentially. If we do it, who knows? Anyway, it's Destiny. I had a delivery this morning. I had some PLA dropped off just to get me by, and there's actually, oh god, where is it? There's the box right there, which it came in. Wasn't expecting it to be delivered quite so early, actually. I was expecting it to appear tomorrow or Friday, so it was they were too efficient. They were too efficient. That should be a sound? No, absolutely not. I'm definitely not having that as a sound. Definitely not. However, your Viking longboat display is missing tiny gaskets. Were the gaskets, what were they made from? Tiny plastic? Oh, God. Have you got in touch with the company? Can they maybe send you replacements? So I do need to take a little bit of a picture before we move on at some point. Leatherwork has been done. Started on the old gold. Some of it is going to be silver, like there's this raised bit here, which is going to be steel, like dark metal. Rather than gold. I was maybe pondering gold, but we don't want to rival Bobby G with the amount of gold stuff going on. So that will be steel as well. This will be, that's a radiator, I believe, so that will be steel as well. Those things will be silver, but we will start them off with the steel base coat. That will be gold on the inside. It'll be on a black plate and then surrounded in silver. Hopefully. If I can get my eyes working. Silver buckle or steel buckle right there, and there's a and then some more silver work back here. Red leather or dark red leather, burgundy or whatever it is, leather handles and scabbard. These little rivets, probably steel. Gold crossguard, steel blade. Basically, plastic stops to go on the metal rods that hold the motion together. Contacted the company, but they ship from China. Oh God, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Some deliveries I've had from China have been quicker than expected, like genuinely quicker than expected. But a lot of it has kind of been a bit. Well, everything's coming from the other side of the world, basically, so it's to be expected, almost. He does have a backpack, yes. His backpack is right here. So it has steel, I don't know, whatever these exhausts. He's got this gold wreath on it. Steel circular thing, just a skull, just a regular human skull, like ivory or whatever, you know, skull color stuff, rather than, unless you want a steel skull. But I was just going to go with like a regular bleached bone color. God alone knows. I do not know. I don't know. I assume it's a radiator. I mean, it looks like a radiator of some sort. And obviously, I didn't actually make my mind up yet. I hadn't. I think we'll just paint those dark grey. It looks a little bit weird, but I don't. Because there's a cape over it, we're not actually going to see it straight on. If anything, you'll be able to glimpse it, as we said yesterday, from this angle here. You'll be able to see that. But that's not even the bit I was painting. That. So you'd be able to see this bit here, which is dark blue anyway. I'm talking these ridged bits here, you're not going to really be able to see. It'll be dark grey. Same with these ridged bits here. It's entirely up to you. I'm currently going to paint it steel. I don't know if the radiator sits right on top of it. Hold on. I don't think it's really going to matter a huge amount because you're going to see that much of it. And then there's a cape in the way as well, so there's not a huge amount of detail that's going to get picked up. Anyway, so mixing Retributor Gold with some Doom Bull. I was going to do it gold. If you want me to do it green, now is definitely the time to tell me, because it'll be getting gold very soon otherwise. Okay, so a dab of Doom Bull. Dab of Retributor Gold. No, it's entirely up to you. I'm happy to paint it green, but now would be the time to tell me what you would prefer, because I have the gold paint going on stuff right now. I don't want to. There we go. Do. Righty ho. Okay. Cross guard. Godsbane, hello. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday to you. What's going on? Can some Grey Knights be used in the Chaos? Ooh, I don't... I mean... I don't think so. Off the top of my head. Like, I don't think there are rules for allying... I don't think there are rules for allying Chaos Space Marines or Grey Knights with vice versa. Like in the official rules. However, saying that, if you're playing at home and you can come up with a sort of reasonable way of doing it, then I mean, I suppose it's entirely up to you. It's your choice how you play the game, right? But I would, from lore points of view and all that kind of thing, I wouldn't see it happening. I'm sure, well, someone may very well be able to say, actually, there was a case where in this particular book there was 3 words written which prove you incorrect and you know nothing. But off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. Happy Hump Day indeed, yes. The finest day of them all. Already feeling it, that's for sure. How is your day going? I'm just absolutely... I got to... Tomorrow... Got to tidy, clean the printers, which is going to be fun. I've got to write a blog post tonight. What is that? Is that a button? I don't know. So yeah, tonight I've got to write a blog post. Try and relax for a little bit. Clean the printers tomorrow. Set some prints going as quickly as possible after that. I don't think so. Someone was selling. Oh, I see. Well, listen. I mean, you don't. If you want to get the miniatures, get the miniatures. I mean, it's entirely up to you. You can paint them and look at them and go, "Damn, I painted those miniatures. Look what a beautiful job I did of that." But it's entirely up to you. Comradson, hello. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. I almost said Tuesday. Jesus. Jesus. Zekril, hello. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're well. What's going on? Still teleworking? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. However that teleworking is going, I hope it's going magnificently. Tell you what, my face, I just woke up this morning and my face was just tired. Tired as soon as I woke up. Most unpleasant feeling. Alright, so... The only bit on this nightmare here Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. This is going to require a lot of work. I'm not looking forward to painting this bit at all. So I'm just slapping paint on there for the moment. So I know that in the future, I have pain and suffering involved. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm already not looking forward to it. Hey Butters, what's going on, dude? Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Back to look then. Lurk to work, then picking up Butters Jr. too. I'm awake. Technically, my face is still asleep. My face has been asleep since I woke up this morning. It's just absolutely... Ah, dear. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight. Hopefully I can... Ooh, hello. Hopefully get some actual better sleep tonight. Tomorrow, we might even stream Battlefield 6 tomorrow, because I noticed there are drops on for Battlefield 6. We rarely do anything to do with drops on this stream because of the category we're in. I thought maybe I can, if I play Battlefield badly enough, which is the default status for Battlefield streaming when it comes to me, or playing in general. Maybe if I play badly enough, amazing things will happen. I mean, if amazing things happen too much, maybe we'll just end up being like a Battlefield 6 streamer full time. That'll be wild. People could see the quality of my gameplay. It's horrific. Start betraying as I'm a word bearer. I suppose someone has to be a word bearer. Funnily enough, we were talking about them briefly yesterday. I do have a very nice Lorgar statue that I need to print out at some point. And I will print out at some point, and indeed paint. I forget what scale he is. He's quite large. He's like... I don't know. He's a scale above this scale. I've not really painted... I've painted one... To my knowledge, I've painted one entire word bearer in my life. So I'm looking forward to painting. I'll show you the Lorgar one, actually, because I really like the sculpt the person did. Let me see if I can find it quickly for you. Where is the... Is it you? Yes. Okay, open you up, please. In Firefox. That's what I'd really like. Okay. So... Oi. Steady. Waking up tired and greasy feeling is my own kryptonite. I don't... The kryptonite thing is always... Like, I do see people talk about... Like, oh, this person is my kryptonite. Like, as in... I know what they're trying to say. But I always misread them on purpose. I really like this statue. I printed out his head so far. I haven't got around to the rest of him yet. It is very... I do have the commercial license to sell these as well, so maybe in the future I'll actually be able to sell them once I actually have them printed out and I can take a nice picture of them, rather than relying on... Because look, there's really nice textured armor as well, with lots of words written on them. Same squad on Battle. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. I've got, honestly, Icarus, I would love to do that. It's just at the moment, I want to get my, I want to be able to aim again. I'm not the greatest player of it. I used to sink hours and hours into Battlefield 3, well, 3 and 4 mostly. Bad Company 2. Battlefield 5 I sort of started to drop off, and then 2042 I just completely nosedived. Been really sorry, I think I just dribbled coffee on myself. You've been really enjoying it. What is your what is your sniper? What is your class of choice, Icarus? I mean, Butters, excuse me. It is possible, yes. Oh, Butters, we're gonna have to exchange details, like usernames or whatever the hell they are. I play on. I have, you know, the dreaded EA Games account. But yeah, by all means, let me know, and I'll attempt to figure out how to add you, or vice versa. Anyway, currently like to play support, but I'm trying to, because that has the most bullets. I've been running around as an assault player, and just running out of bullets. It's like I managed to kill 4 people, and then right, when my bullets have gone. My bullets have gone. Now I'm going to have to attempt to shoot people with my... Thankfully, I have a shotgun and a pistol. So it's not all sadness and depression. Lathius, how you doing, you sexual Tyrannosaurus? How's it going, dude? I've been jumping between the classes. I've only had a couple of sessions so far. I've had fun sniping from the top of buildings in one game. Although you are still far from safe up there. Tell me about it. Especially with bloody helicopters. Curse them. Just get used to the game, yeah, as Assault. Bad Company back in the day was great in my friends group. Just demolish it. Exactly, Icarus. We do have a big a raiding hammer thing, which I demolished a building with last night, just for fun, which was quite fun. I don't think you can destroy like skyscrapers with it, but you can destroy like 1 or 2 story structures, which was nice. Apparently Shotgun got toned down a bunch. Yeah, during the beta, it was absolutely horrific. Saying that, I did get some geezer last night from, I was on like 3 stories up. I shot someone who was hiding behind like a newspaper stand on the street like an absolute coward. Like an absolute coward. They were cowering behind it. And I shot them in the back. 3 or 4 times with the shotgun from a distance. Got them. Suckers. I refuse to give EA any more money. Likewise. Well, I refuse to give Disney any more money. Well, within reason, I suppose. Also, hello, Stabby. Yes! Hello there. Thank you so much for the follow. I can't remember which version of BF it was. It was the one where the skyscraper would collapse during the game. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. That was Battlefield 4. Is it Battlefield 4? I think it was Battlefield 4. I shot down the crane the other night. So, like, I think it was... I don't know which map it was. There's 2 skyscrapers being built with a crane in between. If you shoot the support at the arse end of it up high, there's like these big cement weights. If you shoot those cement weights, completely destroy those, the lights will flash red and then it'll just fall down. It's always fun. I am playing on PC, indeed, Butters, because I'm a legend. I did a dumb thing. Sold your MTG card. Now I have her word bearers. Some say you are leveling up, Zekril. Some people would say you were leveling up. For Horus Heresy as well. So how deep into the word bearers have you gone? I don't know a huge amount about them, truth be told. All I know is Ultramarines are the best, and so are the Imperial Fists. Everyone else is behind them. Sad. What did EA... After what EA did to Dead Space, it's hard to argue against that, Stabby. I only played the first Dead Space. I didn't play the sequel. And I know... Did they remake it? Or remaster it, or whatever the hell it was called? You're not a legend, you're on Xbox. Don't worry, Butters. It has crossplay, exactly. So if I can figure out how to send you a friend thing, or vice versa, that would be fantastic. And the first Heretic book and characters. Siege of Shanghai, that was it. Siege of Shanghai. Oh, God. Such good times. There were many good times in playing those games. I do love them. So we are going to tidy this up. I know it looks like a mess at the moment, this gold. There's this little sort of frame thing it's sitting on. I was pondering painting it steel, but I just don't know. We could do the back half of it steel and like the front bit gold. In fact, I reckon that. In fact, looking at the GW artwork, that's basically what they've done right there. Stabby, how you doing today, dude? What's cracking? Yeah, they've gone with steel bit at the back. My buddies are all waiting for Ark and have skipped Battlefield 6 with each saying, if someone else buys it, I'll get it, but nobody wants to be the first one. Someone needs to grow a set, Lathius. That's what you need. You need to basically play chicken with them and basically say someone needs to grow a set. All right. That'll work. Dead Space 1 and 2 were great. Hold on, do I have Dead Space on DVD somewhere. I'm just wondering if I have any of the other ones. Dead by Daylight, Dead Island Riptide, Deadlight, Deadlock. Yeah, so I only have the first one on DVD somewhere. I don't have a DVD player. That's my major issue at the moment. I just don't have a DVD player. You got all the Forge World characters and Gal Vorback. Avian Fulium's a big. I think he's a big. If he appears in channel at all today, he's very into his. At least I believe he's into his word bearers. Have they remastered them? Yeah. I did like the first one. I just never finished it. Did they make a TV series about it? On a proper gaming chair? You got that? I mean, he's still in the box, but we've got him. Well, at least Butters, you've got him. That's the main thing. What do they say? Possession is 9/10 of... I don't know. I'm making rules up as I go along. You waiting for someone else to get it too? Absolutely, seriously, just get it and enjoy it. I think when's Arc Thingamajig coming out? I haven't even followed on along with that one. Oh, also doing Skaven as I'm a rat man. PNG tuber, 160 clan rats. Very nice. You're a connoisseur then. Do you play Age of Sigmar? Have you already been eyeing up the Christmas box set? I'm trying to track down Ikik. Oh, which iteration of him? Because there have been a couple, have there not? The paint has dried out because I'm not using a wet palette for metallics. I hope you don't mind me asking, but is your username anything to do with where you live? Ooh! Possession is 9/10 of the demon. It is. It is 9/10 of the demon incursion, yes. There have been 2 versions of Ikit. Honestly, I like his... I do dig the first iteration. I'm just trying to think if I even have him knocking around somewhere. I do have a bit of a temptation for this one, especially with the artwork. It's very sexy. Nah, it's a lexical deviation based in lethal that I originally used for Pally indeed. Bloody hell. I don't even know what that means, Latius. I'm just going to nod my head and go, nice. Oh, you want 2 of the Christmas box? Jesus. That's a lot. That's a lot of rat men. As much a cool reason, there's an area here in Edinburgh called Leith. Ah. Well, of course there is. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've always called it Leith. But then again, I do wonder if maybe it's called Leith. And then I go, I'm sure there's some other pronunciation that this probably really is, and I'm just butchering them both. But I'm just going with Leith instead. Leith. Leith? Leaf. Leith. Oh, see, I told you. I'm not even doing it on purpose at this point. Oh, he's a great character. I just wonder if I don't know when the recent version, like how old his most recent model is. So I'm wondering if they're going to actually bring out another version of him. I would be even happier if they brought them back to the old world, though. Like, properly. It's like Lay. Like Hula. Hula Lay. I don't know who that Hula Lay is, Latius. I don't know what you think I watch, okay? But I know Princess Leia. For my name, at least. But everyone gets it wrong, so I never bother calling people on it unless they actually ask. Well, dude, if I've been saying your name wrong for donkey's years, tell me. The Hula Lay is... okay. I was thinking... Okay, honestly, I was looking at going, is that some anime stuff? Is that an anime name? Because I know that I'm a long-time fan of anime, as everyone knows. December 10th, bloody hell, that's an old model. Oy. I'm not even registered if you have been. Americans mess it up the most. Wow. I love Americans, but, you know. I'm either Lethus or Lithius. Or not, do you mean Lethus or Lethus? I hope they bring him back. I certainly hope so. I I don't know why I'm taking the wet palette lid off at the moment. We're still got a little bit more gold to do. We're mixing a little bit of Doombull Brown into Retributor Armor. 1-to-1. Keeping it real. By the way, just very quickly, while we're keeping it real. Woo! That's my face, I'm sorry. So Warhammer community, the Manticore Knight ventures into Warhammer Quest Darkwater. This is the one I voted for. Edmark Valoran, the Manticore Knight. Do we have opinions on this, folks? I love the old Skaven models too. Connoisseur then. Person after my own heart. You voted for the dwarf? Sorry, dude. Sorry. I couldn't bring myself to vote for the dwarf. Valoran believes himself to be the greatest mortal champion of the armies of Hammerhal, some words. For all his arrogance, Jesus Christ. The so-called Manticore Knight is a fair claim to that title. Excuse me. He does look a bit... I'm not actually... The more we see of him... I don't know. I know he's just a foot knight. You know, not on a horsey. And using his legs. I don't know. I'm not really liking it. He looks too weedy, I think. Maybe I should have voted for the dwarf. My opinion is they're going to drip feed us Warhammer Quest info for the next 6 months. Then it'll sell out on... Hey, listen, it's not going to be like that previous time. Whatever that game was called that I've forgotten the name of. What was it called? What was the name of that bloody game? You'd use it for D&D. I mean, it's Cursed City, thank you. But it's definitely got a Bretonian vibe. Absolutely, which is why I kind of voted for it. But I'm looking at him. He's just looking a bit... He just looks a bit wet. And pathetic. Truth be told. But it was cursed. It bloody well was cursed. That release. My God. The shield is kind of free people's. It really is, isn't it? Like, I like it. I will like it as far as that he's a human. And go no further than that at this point. Maybe once we get like a 360 of him, maybe he has, I don't know. I mean, he's got a cape going on, so that's pretty sweet. I don't know. He just looks a bit... There's something about it which doesn't quite sit right with me, and I can't figure out what it is. I don't know if it's the helmet being too wide for the shoulders. I know he is at an angle and like going hello. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. However, Warhammer Quest, they need a geezer like this, so happy days. Not for Fantasy or Sigmar. Yeah. No, I know it's Warhammer Quest. I know. The shield, Sigmar Axe dude doesn't know where he's from. Well, he's from Hammerhal, this thing, whatever that is. The greatest mortal champion of the armies of Hammerhal Aquisha. Some video. So yeah, we're gonna get, as you say, we're gonna get drip fed this. I'm not. I've already. I'm not buying this. I'm not buying it. I've already told myself. We've got the first company goal up here to work towards. That is what I will be eyeing up, rather than Warhammer Quest. Unless I will caveat this actually. Now I've said that, unless the enemies are really cool. If the enemies are really cool, like they were in Cursed City, then I might get a little bit tempted. Now I've added that caveat in there, by the way. I've shoehorned that caveat in. Hopefully the I don't know what they're going to... Do we have any idea what the monsters will be? Alright, Butters, dude. I will, It'll be late tonight, but I will send you a message on Discord with my EA stuff. Have a good one, dudes. The silhouette of Nurgle Prince looks interesting. I don't even think I've seen it. I don't think I've even seen the silhouette of the Nurgle Prince. Because I've... Hold on. And we see some very, very blurred images of some enemies. Oh, there is a Nurgle-y thing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. While I have the screen up. These are looking Nurgle-y, aren't they? Damn it. God damn it. They put some interesting monsters in there. Right, well, we're going to... I'm just trying to think. The Cursed City monsters, they were all released separately, weren't they? Was there anything in Cursed City... not released over time? I don't actually know. Now I've said that, I don't think they were they? It's all Nurgle, Beastmen, Knights, Whispers of either Ogres or Trolls. Go away. No, go away. Oh, there's Beastman there. Nurgle. There's a large demon there. With sort of big old antlers. I'm going to try and not be tempted. I do like Nurgle a lot, though. They are rather sexy. They are rather sexy. Oh, and the caster. The zombies where I don't remember the name characters being, though. You never look for them. Ah, well. I got the box set, so I didn't have to look for them. But I did like the skeletons, genuinely. Which is why I keep going back and thinking maybe a sexy skeleton army would be fun. I'm just wondering about this, by the way, while I chat. I was going to paint this gold. However, we could do it. Specifically the laurel wreaths in green colours, like a laurel wreath. The rest of it is going to be silver or dark steel around the outside, white skull, sort of not white but like bleached bone. This frame that this gold thing sits on is going to be steel with the steel at the back. Actually, I just slapped gold all over it. There's a decent Skelly Spearhead box as a foundation. Yeah, is there? I don't want to... The thing is, I flat out don't want to get into Age of Sigmar. That's the problem, Lathius. That is a good box set, though. Like, potentially, this would be a box set. I would happily paint this up as a goal to sort of, do as a giveaway. Assume, kind of thing. But only if we hit, like, I wouldn't know how to do it, to be honest. I tried it before with the September thing. But we couldn't get much, we didn't get much progress on that, so we will. This is a good amount of skeletons with some horsies, though. This rather goofy geezer. Horsies. What is that? 20 skellies. Some sweet cape action. banner action, everything we know and love. But yeah, I would. Problem is, they're too elaborate. They're too fancy for Warhammer Fantasy. Like, I know a lot of people will be running them, but I think they're too fancy. They need to be less fancy. I've been getting it just to paint with no intention of playing. Oh yeah, I've got zero intention of. The only things I might play, more time, and Necromunda, honestly. Game-wise, I will happily collect the armies for 40k in Horus Heresy. Happily collect those. And Warhammer Fantasy, but I just can't see myself playing the games. Might be able to resell painted spearheads. Yeah, I have been pondering this latest about reselling spearheads and things. My only issue is, like, how do I paint them? Do I attempt to do box art, which is not really my favorite thing, because I'm not great at it. You need that hard bone-colored plastic Skelly box set. Yes, I do. There needs to be a return to Skelly Heaven. I have been pondering, so this is what I would like to do. For my Instagram photos, I do want to make some scenery for taking photos with generally. However, I have been considering for like when I get around to painting my Warhammer Fantasy armies, doing this, like blue background, green thing, and a lot of light. And maybe even some, like, you know, pseudo. I know there's a company which sells miniatures with a very, very similar scheme to this. They got like a black frame with like a red outline or whatever, and you know, this sort of stuff going on. Yeah, I have a box of skeleton horsemen. Three skeleton horsemen. £5 back in the good old days. In the good old days. That's some flock in there. What's in here? Railway ballast from probably the 90s. All right, I love the old blue fade backgrounds. Yeah, I've been thinking recently lately. So I have a blog of high quality drivel. I have been pondering two things recently. Two things. One, I wasn't drinking back in the well, actually I did start drinking a little bit. I didn't start professionally drinking until the very late 90s. Ragnar, how you doing today, dude? What's cracking? So my blog post is my blog is high quality. It's not actually even all on the screen, but it is what it is. So, what I have been tempted to do is style it almost either like either like an old White Dwarf magazine, or basically like almost like the Mordheim, you know, Town Crier, or maybe if I can ever get around to doing, you know, cursed newsletters, do the newsletters via like the Town Crier. That makes more sense. I just don't know how to do it because I'm not good at this stuff. Hi Farm, hello. How are we today? Happy Wednesday. We are actually painting today, by the way. We're not using the wet palette yet because we're breaking out gold paint, so that doesn't go onto the wet palette. I'm not keen on putting metallic paint onto the wet palette. So progress is a little bit slow. So we have an excuse built in to the very essence of this stream, which is convenient. Hi Farm, what are you up to today? We are dual streaming to YouTube today as per hopefully usual. I don't know, sometimes I do forget. There was an entire week when I forgot recently, which is terrible of me. I'm very sorry. Doing well, had to go out and buy the last item. Where are you traveling to? Where is on the agenda? That is my question. Germany, you hope you got everything you need now. I'm sure you do. I mean, worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, Germany will sell you the stuff. Unless it's anything particularly, I don't know, fruity or something. I don't know. Whatever. For 5 days, absolutely lovely. Whereabouts are you going? It's been so long since I've been to Germany. I would love to go again. Gem, sorry. JD, I'm sorry, I completely misread your name. I don't know what happened. My brain just short-circuited. Someone else has a name similar, well, same colour to yours, and it begins with a J. And it's sort of, there's an H in there and a Z as well. And it ends in R. I got very... I'm frightfully sorry. No, I didn't. I bloody... No, I didn't. I didn't mean to. The problem is, at the end of the stream... My eyes are already tired. And it's just basically a countdown until how long I can turn... Like, when can I turn the computer screen off and go and have a shower and get some food? I know it's a lousy excuse. Oh, they don't even have a Z in their name actually, but yeah. JD, if by all please can you send it to me on Discord or something? Just so at least I have it to hand. I do apologise. I'm not... I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Thank you. Are you going to Essen? Oh, you know what I've been thinking about that recently. I was thinking to myself, because they have painting competitions there, I was thinking maybe next year I will finally do a painting competition, and maybe Essen might be on the agenda. I'm just disappointed they don't do it like at a time when Christmas markets are going full speed ahead. Because I would like to go to some Christmas markets. That's would be very nice. I hope you're going to have a wonderful time though. I didn't realise it went on for 5 days though. That was the... Need to have a look at this artwork again. God damn it. Okay. It's gonna be steel down there. So the collar of this thing is going to be steel as well, or highlighted up to silver. The collar of this, like the ring around here, but there is... I just want to paint this little bit gold. It's a bit of a nightmare to get the brush onto all the detail. Couple of tiny bits of detail there which need to be made silver rather than gold. This thing's going to be steel or ivory. I've got to ponder that one a little bit. Probably ivory with a steel thing underneath it. According to the artwork, I have seen the artwork. That is these bits here. Painted steel of some variety. Like these things here. But then there's no visible break. Excuse me. But there's a visible break there. But then this would be steel all the way up here. Because there's no visible break, it will be all the way up here, and then that wraps around the front. So it doesn't make any sense, the painting that bit. It's steel. I don't know. We'll ponder that one. Hopefully the internet's actually not going to drop us today, because yesterday I was very frustrated, frankly. with the internet just dropping out. But that happened. It happened last Monday, 5:09 p.m. So a week and 6 hours, 6 minutes ago. The internet died in about 14 minutes from now, yesterday, if that makes any sense. So we'll see. Hopefully the internet stays with us and I don't have to sort of get irritated. We might have to come back to this one. I'm not 100%. I mean, we could definitely paint that green colours. What am I know I'm forgetting something. I know as soon as I put this gold away, I'm going to see something else that I've missed. That's the thing which irritates me the most. Probably the inside of that shoulder pad will need attention. So we will. We'll paint the inner bit of the shoulder pads gold. This bit here, but not that bit, strangely. Do have some lovely... I'm going to clean the printers tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Fire up the printers. We've got to print out 2 second floors, and then we've got to do the attics, and then another bit of base. For the lock house. Got to add the items to the bloody store. And then we've got to start considering advertising for it. It's just going to be... pricey. I have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Pricing wise. That would be the problem. I'm not familiar with them at all, or building them for that matter. Technically, I would love to say absolutely go for it, yes. Just a cursed pricing. Hold on, we've got to get this. It's the right same bit, right? We do have a little bit of gold on. So you have these, I don't know what, these pads. This one here is a bit of a nightmare to paint, truth be told. But we have got a bit of gold on there, so... that's at least a damn good start. Alright. Just regular crew. They're solid molds, no building required. So what scale are they? Twice the size. That's whatever that is. What is that? Like 1/28th or something? I don't even know if that's a scale. Where's my coffee? Sorry. Desperate need for coffee. What? Jesus, no, I've not seen it. That's a massive kit. As a massive kit. I mean, technically, I would like to say there's... yeah, I'd love to paint it. I'd have to give it a bit of a think, though. 5 officers painted from the factory downstairs. I'm not familiar with... Who made... Can you put a link into chat, Icarus? I don't think you need a permit. You shouldn't do. You're a subscriber. display case is that long? Bloody hell. Do I, JD? Sorry, do I, JD? That doesn't sound right. A subscribe. Hold on. I need to fully move my bot over to StreamerBot so I can ditch the old one fully. But subscribers shouldn't need to have a permit to drop a link, as long as it's obviously within Twitch TOS. If it's not within Twitch TOS, etc., then obviously naughty, etc. You probably should. Yeah, well, I think subscribers, I mean, it is a perk of being a subscriber, so it's... Okay, you said U96. Didn't even... I completely misunderstood what you meant, Icarus. I thought you meant... my brain was Star Trek for some reason. Yeah, well, I don't even know if people put in links to which broke TOS, I'm afraid I'd have to kick you, and probably, etc. Permanently. I don't know. I need to actually double check on what I should be doing if that ever happens. Normally, I'd boot someone regardless. Step by step, Jesus. U96, of course, U96. I used to work with someone who was in. Was there a film called U96? Oh, that's fun. Was that the one he was in? What was the film in the? Was it very early 2000s? Or very... Not 2022, not that one. Not Das Boot. Not 1981. There was another one. The hell was it? Anyway, guy I used to work was in that. No. Just like people who subscribe and then put anything which breaks Twitch TOS. So basically porn or anything illegal or anything. Those people would definitely get booted. Oh, that was the one. Yeah, that one. K-pop. U571, was that it? Hold on. Let me double check. Yes, it was U571. I've not watched that film in bloody ages, in fact. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check. Was that the guy I worked with? Was he in that film? I'm pretty sure he was. Because he was... Hold on. Where's the full cast? I mean, he wasn't a major... It wasn't like one of the major, chappies. But he was in the cast. Top cast? Bloody hell, John Bon Jovi was in that one. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Does he get an IMDb listing? I think he does. Sure he does. He's done other stuff, I think. Anyway, whatever. So I've not seen In Parliament. Well, it's a film. It's a film. I mean, there's not a huge amount that can be done, really. I can't remember. What was the backlash for? Oh wait, hold on. Was this? Americans get... Yeah, okay, that I remember now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I have seen the Russian sub movie as well, actually. I do like a submarine film. My grandfather was on, as I said before, he was on submarines very briefly before he noped out and moved to an aircraft carrier. I don't know how quickly he managed to do that. He did not enjoy the submarines at all. No, I know Icarus. Yeah, I hadn't actually, I'd forgotten what the film was about. Truth be told, I think I've only seen it a couple of times. I think I own it though. I've just not seen it in bloody ages. I have to actually find out where I need to get a Blu-ray player so I can actually watch some films again. That would be nice. I'm gonna. Well, we have. Is there any wet paint? Wet paint is now turned into dried paint. Was named Hiroshima by the cruise. Dreckle, what are you up to today? What the devil are you up to? So I'm just looking over this going, I know I'm missing something obvious which I should be doing. Setting up to paint Skaven. How many? Do you have a favorite? I like the clan Skya, whatever those ones. I like those ones the best. They're my favorite blend of Skaven. Okay, hold on. There is we gotta try and get an angle. So this bit here goes to the inner knee. So right. Unfortunately, the lighting is not great for you to see. If there's any consolation, it's not great for you to see. It's also not great for me to see or get the paintbrush to. But we need to. Hold on, we might be able to see it. Unfortunately, the edge of this is blocking the view. It's a bit right there. We need to attempt to get a little bit of grey paint onto. We're not going to be worrying about highlighting it, but we want to get some grey paint on it so it at least looks vaguely correct. What's up, Chad? How you doing? You rep your boys, Clan Scryer? They are the best. They are the best. What's worse is the Russians didn't decontaminate the boat before putting a new crew in it. Oh, did they not? Yeah. Well, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days, right? Chad, how you doing, dude? What's cracking? Happy Wednesday to you. I woke up this morning, my face was tired just from waking up. It was... dear oh dear. So I can just about see where this paint's going. Unfortunately, if I try and angle it so that you can see it, which you can't, I definitely won't be able to see it. So I apologize. But I need to tickle a little bit of paint in there just so it's... has some paint on. Yeah, baby. All right. Good enough for Disney. Oh, we got some armored. See that bit there? It's a bit of armored, well, unarmored buttock. I think undersuit on the buttock bit. I don't really know what it is. Hey Snow, what's going on, dude? That grill on his back still doesn't seem like it should be there. Well, I have it. I mean, it is there. That's the problem. I think if it wasn't there, it would be more rounded, and that wouldn't make room. Then the backpack wouldn't fit on. I think it's really there because, like, if this wasn't cut out, it would be more rounded. And yeah, I think it's literally just for that. To make a little bit of space to put the backpack on nice and snugly. Happy hump day. Hump day is going. I woke up, my face was just go back to sleep again. And then my brain was like, you can't. You have to get up. You're not allowed. Adds to the flavor. I went to bed 11 like a good boy. Bloody hell. That is very good of you. Didn't you do well? Round of applause. I'm jealous. I don't think I could ever... Unless I have a seizure, I struggle going to bed before midnight. It's a major issue for me to go before midnight. Went to sleep at 3 after... Hold on, you went to bed at 11, so you're on TikTok for 4 hours. See, this is an issue, Chad. Do we need to stage an intervention? It is absolutely covered by his backpack. I mean, the very outside of it. I know the music's finished. You can just about see. But it as soon as you put it is very, very snug, as you can see up against it. So it's definitely cut out for the backpack, and we do need to paint something there. I was just going to go dark steel, not blue steel, just dark steel. Your weakest painting is armor. You need to get some Space Marines in your life and just paint armor all day. Just paint an entire legion of word bearers. Not an entire legion. Like 100 of them. Fat Man's Kitchen, hello, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. Happy Wednesday. Trying to finish up your main project for your 2 uni courses for the semester so I can have time to paint and stuff. That sounds like a solid plan. What's the main project? Let me remedy this lack of music situation. The silence is deafening.
That's my flavor.
What's that advert for? Walker's Crisps. And then PlayStation. The work of the devil. Can I interest you in our Lord and Saviour Tyranids? Ew. 4 a.m. sleeper. I used to be a 4 a.m. was my usual go-to. I've managed to crank it back down to 2. I'm trying to make it to 1 o'clock. It's just a struggle. Do not listen to the man. Gaunt's is too small. Two of the hours of watching people with horses. Chad, dude, look, you should be sleeping, all right? Not on TikTok. Firstly, it's bad for your eyes, just TikTok in general, and it's bad for the brain. Like, especially that, like all that blue light. It's bad for your eyes, which you need for painting. So yeet the phone, embrace the sleep. Or just watch some of my YouTube videos instead. Those are boring enough to send anyone to sleep. And everyone's a winner. I get a view. You get sent to sleep with my boring videos. We will eventually make good videos, but it means I actually have to start editing again, which I've been putting off. GSC Army, however. Oh, God. Gene Stealer. They should have done a Gene Stealer Cult Army for the Christmas box set. That's what they should have done. Funny you say that. You got a Saturn box built and primed. Went to bed at 8 a.m. in the end because I couldn't sleep. Lathius, come on now. One is using creative works, i.e. songs, paintings, etc. to cover topic. And this is a whole dissection of the art and how it relates to it. Oh, okay. I'm not awake enough yet. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I'm also not awake. Excuse me. It's 5:44 in the evening. I'm barely awake. You not checked what the other one is? That's the spirit. YouTube has already rotted your attention. Well, this is the major problem. TikTok's just ruining the attention span. I like the content I like is long form content. I can't stand. Like, I do occasionally watch a short and stuff like that on YouTube. I just can't stand short. I can't stand it. I hate it so much. Plus the vertical aspect. Can't stand it. It looks utter gash. And so it goes and ruins your pattern. Yes, exactly. Destroy it. You listen to Luton when you wish to listen to something soothing. Yeah, I think he gets that a lot. You don't have a pattern? Of course you don't, Lathius. Why am I not surprised? They should do another Ultramarines box. I completely agree with you. Speaking of Ultramarine boxes, I have a large goal right here. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a donation goal. It is for lots of Terminators. If you wish for more sexy Terminators in your life, or at least on your screen, do consider, etc., etc. My man. Bedtime stories. Yeah, I think he gets a lot of people using it for that. Screw Badger and his fascist sleeping rules and regulations. It's true. True. I won't deny it, Chad. RJ, what's going on? So, nerds, it's 6:44. Well, it'll be 6:46 now. And you've been up since 4 o'clock. I don't understand how you do that. Well, when do you go to bed, RJ? I don't know how you do that. Shorts are brain rot. Yeah, I just... It's not for me. It's not for me, man. Honestly, what irritated me the most is Instagram bringing them in. Can't stand them. They're the worst. They're the worst for Instagram. Instagram should have ignored them. Pretended they didn't exist. What really scares me is that when the shorts change to psychological behavior vids targeted at you, that are strangely accurate and accurate, that's what I know is time to get off the net. Oh, strangely acute, excuse me, and accurate. Yeah. 9 to 9:30. Sometimes earlier if you're tired. Well, 8. Hold on. I'm trying to do maths in my head, which is always the worst place to do maths. 8. 17 hours awake. And 7 hours of sleep. Wait, that doesn't sound right. My math. What was that? The maths? Told you it was bad. No, that is right. My maths is correct. I shouldn't have doubted myself. 8 till 4 is 8. So I often get 6 or 7 hours sleep. Yeah. Folks, we're using null oil. This is an auspicious day. You should all feel #grateful and blessed for seeing such a delight on this channel. It's a rarity that null oil gets deployed. Mistakes were made. Oh dear. I will judge your sleep. I will absolutely judge. I will judge, eat everything. Given the opportunity, I'll judge everything. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, I'm afraid. Don't get me wrong, I don't care what he thinks. Well, you shouldn't also care what I think. I will judge you, but you shouldn't care what I say. That's it. Chat revolt against Badger and sleep threat. No, listen. I can judge you. It's all right. It's an opinion, and you're allowed your opinions, and you can ignore my opinions. I know you do anyway. You can judge all you want. I still don't care. Exactly, RJ. But the great thing about this is, actually, I'm going to stop. You need a chat revolt emote. That will cost money to get such an emote made. I don't think there's normally I will look on Cursed. What's that place called? Etsy might have. Hold on. Etsy.co.uk. See what Etsy has to say. Let's see if there's a revolt emote. Otherwise, it has to be a custom one, which costs money. Well, I mean, they all cost money. Let's be honest. Emote. I've got one, Chad, here. I can't say it. I can't say it, Chad. I can't say it. There are some look at these ones right here. This is an animated one. I don't know if it's showing on OBS. It's not moving. Oh, there we go. I have to highlight it to make it use. There's a special one for you, Chad. People often feel that they can have and share their opinion, but then forget I have an opinion. RJ, you're exactly correct. Exactly correct. Everyone has an opinion. I was I do kind of like that one. I I haven't seen that one before. I do occasionally look on this thing because I know I do need to add some more emotes and things at some point. You like the gas can? Yeah, I do need to get like look at some more emotes at some point. Then they get angry. I know. It's sad, isn't it, RJ? It seems to be everyone on the internet's angry though. Just need to chill out. Rowdy chat is healthy. To an extent. To an extent. Yes. You like the gas can? Sorry, I got distracted by my neighbours knocking walls down and then randomly playing music super loud now. Is it Chad, is it at least good music? Can you turn your music on when they turn their music off and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just keeping the party going. I thought I was included with how loud you were playing the music. Just crank up some tunes of your own. Like, as soon as they finish, bang on some new ones extra loud. Never learned how emotions work. Well, RJ, the best way is crushing those emotions down. Crushing them down and ignoring them. Putting them into a little jam jar, into the darkest corner of your mind and ignoring them for the rest of your life. That's what I do. Elaguna emote? Yeah, well, I've not actually thought about that. I hadn't actually thought about that. We yes. We should definitely turn that into an emote. I need to find the original graphic for it if I can find it. Was it on this computer or the other one? Probably the other one. Where's chat gone? Oh, Chatteroonies, where are you? No, there we go. Compact them into a fine disc and throw the disc, yes, into the darkest depths of beyond. Not at all happy. Not at all you're happy right now. Hell yes, that's what we like. Whole major kill an Italian guy drama is crazy. Oh! Oh! I was watching a YouTube stream the other night. Mordian Glory was reacting to it. And the Italian guy was in there. And Luton appeared as well briefly. For a chat. I'm not really sure. I can't even remember what the hell the video was about. Something. Lore or something. They are what I consider banging house tunes if I liked house music lots. Yeah, I do. Chad, I like... I don't know. There's a time and a place for everything. Really, isn't there? I think I have a few hundred jars now. Alright, RJ, you look after yourself. The Italian is super about the lore. I can't say that I've... Hey, well, anyone can say it. Anyone can say it. I mean, having it doesn't... Or not having it doesn't mean you can't say it. I do. That is slightly... It's a bit of a weird thing. Parunga, hello. How are you doing today? I am groovy, baby. How are you? We are painting. We were just looking briefly at emotes. I was looking for a revolt emote, but it's not... Short of getting a custom one, I don't think we're going to be able to find one on the fly. Apparently there's... Oh, there's actually a Twitch streamer called Revolt as well. So when I'm searching for it, I'm getting... It keeps finding me their remotes and something like that. Oh, and there's a character somewhere else. In Fortnite. Yeah, we're not going to get any luck there. Anyway, Prunga, what are you up to? What are you up to? How was your Wednesday? No, I know. Yeah, I know it's YouTube, but I completely forgot what the drama was about. Was it someone being a tourist or something dodgy like that? I watched the bloody video. Like I was in the reaction chat when he was watching it. And I've forgotten half of it already. Look here, Sunshine. When I first subscribed to you, we entered into a verbal text contract. Did we? Where I said I'd sub if you get your sheet together and made a get started. That was ages ago, wasn't it, Chad? Did I say? Did we discuss a time frame? I do remember that now. You just got kicked. You got the day off, Paranga. Hell yes. The bot didn't make me aware of any naughty words, so God knows what happened there. Yeah, it's... I don't know what happened there. I can't even remember where I go to look on... Oh, God. The... Is it moderation? Hold on. I don't even know where the bloody... Content? No. Settings? Moderation. That's not even live moderation. Doesn't even give me... I got no idea. Absolutely no idea. You've upheld your... I appreciate you for upholding your side of the bargain, Chad. I don't know if we had an actual sort of timetable within... I do agree, I do need to do that, but it's making time to make the bloody video is the issue, as per always. There's no Jeremy Kyle to pass the mornings. Well, that's surely a blessing. I could never watch that stuff. I just don't know. Although, I used to watch Jerry Springer years ago. Not religiously, but I did used to watch it. My old housemate, his girlfriend at the time had been on Jerry Springer before they got together. Just to clarify. Elagunamite is definitely better than Chat Revolt. Yeah, I definitely like that idea. I'm surprised that I hadn't actually thought of it before, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I just need to make it a reality. As always. That is probably the hardest step. Making my dreams a reality. Started printing video. Yeah. Oh, by the way, talking about printing, yesterday I completely blanked on it. This is terrible news. That's Battlefield. Hold on, what? Bamboo. Let's go to Bamboo, baby. Just and the RE Neighbours music. You feel it's old remix of classic house bangers. I mean, that's definitely tempting, though, isn't it? It's definitely tempting, surely. Just start absolutely bopping, folks. We need to look what's brand spanking new. Brand spankers, as of yesterday. The Bamboo Lab P2S. Ladies and jelly spoons, I give it to you. So I have the P1S right there. This comes with the upgraded AMS. And it comes with a sexy new screen. Very important, because the other one, that poor one over there, it's like mono. You know, one color, and it's like 4-5 lines high. This is full color and big screen, 5 inches. I know some people will appreciate 5 inches. But it's, I think it's, I mean, I am tempted. I think the only enhancement you would probably need to get is make sure you get the buffer, a buffer thing at the back for the filament. Because if you get it like this, it doesn't come with the filament buffer, which can affect the accuracy and stuff like that. But you can just add it here. Or you could add it there if it decided to work. But I think this is released November, I believe. End of November. If you're tempted, now is the time, ladies and jelly spoons. I don't know how much the P1S is going to be, though. Let's have a quick butcher's hook at the old P1S, the old bad boy itself. So this is the P1S with the upgraded AMS. The P1S is $599. The P1S is $429. So it's like 50 quid more, I think, for upgraded sexiness. Hold on, I've already forgotten the price of this one. 100 quid more there and 50 quid more for the base unit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm tempted to get 100 of them. Been a while since I've painted anything, so I came here and to see what you're painting. We are doing nothing but painting. It's the very essence of this stream. Painting 24/7. No, not really. We attempt to do 8 hours a day during the week. We normally get close to that. It's just when streaming happens. I can't guarantee. Can't guarantee that at all. It'd be lovely if I could. Right, so that's been done. Those bad boys have been done. We will break out some shade. Got the inner leg done. There was something I saw which I know, needs attention. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And now I've forgotten what it was. And I'm afraid I'm going to blame... anyone who isn't me. The worst part is, it's just the time situation, as always. Chad, it's just... It is a good idea. I do agree. Maybe getting a P2S would be the reason, would be the excuse that I need to do the video. Be like, yo. First of all, the first step is using my affiliate link to... I don't have an affiliate link, but... The first step is to support me by using my affiliate link to buy this expensive thing. Thank you very much. Once you've purchased it, you plug it in, find out the stuff you want to print, and just smash print. That's all you have to do. Let's go, baby. Snow, seriously, that's why I had OnlyFans. Because we were going to paint her topless, like the topless version of her. This is the clothed version. We were going to paint her on OnlyFans. It's been a while since you painted. How very dare you? You take that back. You take that. Oh, bollocks. I just dumped the tissue I was using to... dry the brush on into the paint. This is a Volkite weaponry. Apparently, that's the word on the street. With a sniper scope of some variety, an optical gizmo. Blah, 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 blah. Probably Chad, although I don't... You'll not see me wearing one of those. You've been forbidden to gag other men by my wife. You can gag anyone else but no men. I can live with that. I can live with that rule. Thank you very much, Pronga. This is what is it? It's just some retro. It's called 1985 Retro, of the Retro Vibes Station. And they've got like 1982, 83, 84, 85. I don't know if they've gone beyond 1989. I've not looked, to be honest. I'm just stuck in this decade. Surely it'll be 2 videos, come on, Magic, if you're going to milk this. Oh, yeah, no. First of all, no, we have one video for the pre-purchase chat. Be like, folks, I hear you want to get into printing. Listen, we need to talk. First of all, where do you get the printing? What do you want to print? What do you want to print? That will send us in the direction of what printer to get you. Once you've decided what printer you want, then you can use my affiliate links to help me out, to hook a badger up, because God knows I need it. So there we could have the first video, the warm-up video, which is 8 minutes and 1 second long, just enough to get maximum YouTube money or whatever. I don't know how. I think they used to be. Videos used to be 15? Was it 12 minutes or 15 minutes before like the people got the money, like decent advertising, or was it? Or has it always been a minimum of 8 minutes? You trying to motivate me here? I'm just getting sidetracked, dude. I've got coffee to drink. That's clothed. Purunga, yes. Let me show you. So I have many. I have the merchant license for Ritual Design. I can't show you the nude version, I'm afraid. Well, I say nude. She's only topless. In that one, there isn't a full on display. But the majority, I think a good chunk of them do have no clothes. They are sans clothes. Hold on. Why is this not? Anyway, so where is there are some really ones I would like to paint at some point. Rodriguez right here, for example. Is she not here? I must have her elsewhere on Itch or something. Huh. Weird. Weird. Filth, you know it. What in the modern lifestyles is that rule? What? Oh, not gagging other men. It's your burden to bear. I mean, you know, it's terrible. And then you hit them with the various affiliate links. Oh no, absolutely. And then, yeah. Well, you have to, basically, if you're making YouTube videos, having an affiliate link to something is usually a good idea. Because let's face it, unless, like a lot of YouTube videos are like basically done for money. Unless the person has some other money source keeping them afloat, it's all about the Benjamins or, you know, whatnot. Ogling SVN. I don't... Ooh, I do actually look at... Honestly, I don't look at filth STLs. Genuinely. What I find myself... I look at tanks and scenery, stuff like that. By the way, I haven't forgotten Kickstarter. There is a Kickstarter. Which I think started today. Which we will have a look at. I haven't forgotten it. We are... No. I'm genuinely been absolutely, legitimately truthful. Absolutely. I'm not even looking into the camera and lying to you. I'm telling the absolute truth. But I do have those ones from Ritual Casting. And that's it. But that's only because I sell them. I had to restrain myself. I saw a very tempting mecha Kickstarter the other day. Why didn't you get in on? Why didn't you do it? What's the worst that's going to happen? Were they STLs or were they something else? Sci-fi bits and props. That's brand spanking new. There's a Cyberpunk Mega Pack. The Last Jarl. The Dread Army Jungle Fangs. Badger, I don't have affiliate links to redeem to feed my addiction. What you can do is you can sell these things, and then that will feed your addiction. You can patch it. You can sign it off via taxes and be like, yo, I spent this money on this. It's for my business. It's a legit spending. Don't you dare judge me. HMRC every year. Don't you dare judge me. Imagine paying taxes. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. This I will let's have a very quick look at this. This is not, hopefully Squeezle is not going to appear in chat just as I show this off, so we'll do this nice and quickly, shall we? I just saw this just now, so this was sci-fi bits and props. I don't know if it's actually... I haven't actually looked at this, so... ammunition chest, wheelchairs, portable welding units, retro computers, arcade machines, backpacks, beds. I'm really just looking at this stuff with the eyes of like Necromunda kind of things. Just for a little bit of scenery here and there. Workstations. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I mean, it's always good. I mean, starting early, it's only £43 only. Problem is, there are so many bloody Kickstarters. There are so many Kickstarters. It's... I like these hoists. Whiteboards. Bloody hell, there's a lot of stuff. Actually, I like these things. These shelves I like. There is a lot of cool stuff. Here we go, like bloody ventilation ducts and generators. This is all very cool stuff. Bloody hell, they really do have 1,002 bits. Chairs, gym equipment, bottles. But as there are so many of them, it's ridiculous. The 3D printable shelf for hobbyists. Yet again, there's always one of these. There's always one of these things. Anyway, let's go back to the painting. We've done more than enough yapping. Need to up those YouTube videos, Badger, to feed your kicks. No, I know. I know what you're trying to do. It's just it's seriously getting the time. The time is always the issue. Okay. So we have, what was I? We're going to use some Cryptek Armor Shade. Something which I've used once, I think. I've used this one time, ladies and jelly spoons. So I'll make sure I give it a jiggle. We do need to work on the YouTube stuff, though, genuinely. I have, like, a bunch of videos. I think that the main issue that's holding me back is I'm not massively keen on the actual footage, like how it's been recorded. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and be like, yo, if you want to see better videos, smash that like button. We will eventually get betterer. Alright, let's start smashing this in. I don't know when we're streaming again, by the way. Like, I've seen they're doing Twitch drops of Battlefield. I have threatened to potentially do that, but it would be horrific to watch me play that game. It would not in a good way. I just did that bit. That's weird. But yeah, the drops are still going until Friday, 4 o'clock. So potentially, I could actually just. I don't know. Just don't know. I have already redeemed the majority of the of those drops. I was watching Stod playing that game earlier. I'm gonna regret doing that. Anyway. Wait, that was the thing. Fluncode. Thank you so much for the resub. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. 6 months in a row. Thank you very much indeed. How the devil are you? Oh, bugger. That was a bit I didn't do. We're actually using Cryptek. I think I've only... I don't even know when I purchased this. I think this might have been in the magazine or something. Which is why I have it. I don't normally use shades. Like I will use them on metallics, but I can't remember why I would have needed to have purchased this color, especially the gloss version of it, which is the weird bit. God, it's bin day today. It's bin day. Well, technically it's bin day tomorrow, but Bins go out tonight. The bins go out tonight. Okay, what am I? I'm forgetting something. Hold on. I know I'm forgetting something, and it's going to bug me until... I'm going to put that down. See if I can remember what the hell I was looking for. Freebie paint? Yeah, I think it was I think it might have been in... what's that magazine which they did? I say they did. It's the magazine... It's that bloody company... which does Hatchet Partworks. I think it was in Hatchet Partworks. It was in one of those ones. I'm going to Google it. I can't remember what the magazine was called. Imperium, was it? Cryptech. What's it called? Armor Shade. Hatchet, yes, it was indeed Hatchet. Here we go. Yeah, Imperium issue 33. So it came with... That's why I have 2 Reichland Flesh Shades. That would explain... So it's issue 33. That's why I have it. There we go. And I wondered why I had 2 Reichland Flesh Shades. I hadn't even finished this first one, and another one had sprung out into existence. But Hatchet Partworks, that's what it was. What's up, Gabbert? How's it going, you saucy beast? Happy Wednesday evening to you. What's going on? Thank you very much, Fluent Code. We will be painting Night Lords, I promise, at some point. That point isn't quite yet, but it is here. It will be here at some point. Tomorrow. It's a bit too soon. I would say, once I found the base, there's a 31st of October. Wiggly eyebrows. Also known as Halloween. We might do a Thursday, and we might start painting up Conrad. We might do a Thursday and Friday stream that week, the end of the month. You know, started watching AVP2 at work. Nice. Is that the one when they go when it crashes into like the pod, escape pod crashes into like the tiny American town somewhere? The Pred Alien, yeah. I'm not really sure what I feel about that the Pred Alien thing. I'm not entirely sure what I think about it. I remember seeing it and thinking, "Ooh, okay." I don't think I was massively impressed at the time, and it's been so long since I've seen that film, I can't remember. You would have thought, I don't know. I guess they're obviously trying to merge Predator and Alien into a sweet, sweet series, and they were like, how the hell do we do a sequel to Predator, Alien versus Predator? And they were like, how about if we merge the two together? Surely that's going to be the winning move. Surely that's going to be the winning move. It's awesome. He's quite like big and chunky, right? Is that correct? Was that AVP where it's so dark you couldn't see anything? AVP And it was a lot in darkness, wasn't it? Like they were hunting in the woods or the forest, and then I think it was quite dark. Yeah, and then the power station at the end. Sorry, spoilers, Gabba, in case you haven't seen it. The one under the ice was Alien vs Predator, the first one. The ship crashes because of the Predalien that the Predator goes to hunt it, and yeah, it's a small USA town. Yeah. I have a soft spot for the under the ice one. Oh yeah. I do like that one. Did they make an Alien vs Predator 3? They all suck. Tell us how you really feel, Fluent Code. Alright, I'm going to get... the kid who gets a Predator mask? I have no idea. That was Predators. Was that a kid in that one? Oh god, it had that Doctor and Lawrence Fishburne in. Oh god, and Adrian Brody. Alien films stop when Ripley stops. Predator films stop when Arnie does. So you didn't like Predator 2? Because I don't believe Arnie was in that one. Even with the fleeting glimpse of him. He goes trick or treating. He goes trick or treating with the Predator mask. Does he have the gun with him as well? And it sort of he shoots stuff by accident, or am I getting really confused? Making a new film into a reality. I thought Predators was the one where all the baddies found themselves on. Predators is the one with Alien Brody in, Lawrence Fishburne, Walton Goggins, Danny Trejo, etc., etc. And that was on some island. They get parachuted onto the island and hunted with predator dogs and predators. No, bloody hell. Predator 2 was great. Predator 2 was great. And they had predator dogs. Speaking of which, yeah, anyway. There are a lot of films, yeah. I liked... Honestly, the one with his predator mask, I'm not... It's not ringing any bells. Alien vs. Predator Redemption. Is that a game? I don't even know what that is. This is terrible. The Predator was the only one they had to fumble the release because somebody was a bit touchy. Oh wait, hold on. What's this fluent code? They had to fumble the release. And they... Oh. Oh. And they thought they're releasing a film with a sex predator called The Predator was a bit on the nose. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. Is that what they wanted to call it? I mean, calling it Predator was not much of a change. Also, I have to remember my language. I do dual stream to YouTube, so I know they get a bit, you know, You know. Kickstarter is a gambling edition. I've only had one disaster on Kickstarter, genuinely. Like, I don't know what happened to the creator who... Thankfully, it wasn't like an expensive... It was... In the scheme of things, I think I spent 30 quid on the thing. And they never... Because it was a merchant license as well. I think it was normally 15 quid. They never turned up to give the files or anything like that, so I never got around to doing that. So yeah. Sorry, Alien Covenant. Alien Prometheus Covenant. Oh, the Predator. Was that the one? Have I even seen that? Have I... I don't think I've seen it. This is a disaster. I'm going to have to remedy this. Folks, the work I was doing tonight... Wait, hold on. Maybe I have seen it. Maybe I have seen it. If you don't like AVP, you're an uncultured swine. Does he have, like, the gun attached to his arm permanently and he can't remove it? Is that the thing? Is it the gun or the helmet or something? Doesn't really sound like you have seen it. I don't know. I'm trying to find the storyline. Here we go. When a young boy accidentally triggers their return to Earth, only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers and a disgruntled science teacher can prevent the end of the human race. Seriously. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably better watch it just to be on the safe side. I'll attempt to watch it. Just to be on the safe side. I don't want to have any disasters. I wouldn't want to be called uncultured. Too much, at least. It made me so mad. So, Dixie, hello. A disgruntled science... A disgruntled science teacher. Is there any other sort? Fair point. So Dixie, how are you? Hold on, I see you. I thought you made a comment earlier, and I skimmed over it because my brain was completely elsewhere. The Alien versus Predator films were good right up until they started. Called uncultured again. I know. It happens occasionally. You know. Whoever heard of a gruntled of a gruntled science teacher? I don't know. And maybe it's I don't know. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's some other words. I have that effect on people. Easily ignored. No. I do not. I was not ignoring you. I saw your name. My brain was elsewhere, and I think my mouth was already working, and my brain was... I registered your name, and I was like, I've got to say hi. Once I finished talking. The problem is, I didn't finish talking, so hello there. If they noticed you were here, oh God, don't say that. You're going to make me feel awful now. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. So we're going to glaze in a little bit more. Bloody hell. And we got to tidy up some of this gold anyway. I'm completely ignoring this bit, by the way, for the moment, in case it's not obvious. completely ignoring that for now. Got a little bit more darkness in there. Where's the black paint gone? I had that earlier today. There you are, Sonny Jim. A little bit of the old Doomball. They stick too many people in the movies with stupid storylines. Yeah, I mean, I did like aspects of Predators? Yeah, Predators. I did like aspects of it. But there were way too many people in that cast. There were way too many people. I mean, in Predator, like, how many people were there in the Predator, the proper Predator film, and Predators? They just need. I don't know. There were too many people in that other one. They were trying to make too much of it. They should have just gone like, "Yo, we're back in the jungle of where the first one was. This is like part 2, the rescue party for the other rescue party, and another Predator lands." I think Predator's got a bad rap. I didn't think it was bad. A little bit more of this. It's not a film I watch a huge amount though. It doesn't go on the regular watch list, you know, unlike The Thing, which is on the regular watch list. What went wrong with Alien 3? Ah! Do you not even like the director's cut? Because I do like the director's cut. That is the one to watch. Hopefully Predator. Oh God, Gabba, is this a new one they're coming up with? Are they doing another film? I can't keep up with the amount of films, and like remakes and things these days. Oh God, we missed a bit of Shaden. Eight in the first. Oh, okay. And then there were how many in the recent film? Hold on. Where's my browser gone? Oh, I'm gonna have to retype it. I don't think it was a case of too many people. Hold on, was Alien Brody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there were eight in Predators, or 9 with Lawrence Fishburne. So the numbers were roughly the same. It looks wang. Depends. I don't know, Chad. Some people are all about the wang. So, I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You know, Dylan pushes too many pencils. He really does. He pushes many pencils. And the Predator is the protagonist, but he looks terrible. Like, we don't need these backstories. I mean, Arnie's chopper was filled, right? But can you tell me more than a line of backstory about any of them outside of Arnie and Creed? You're right. I mean, we don't need backstories. I think that is a... That does seem to be a more modern thing. Or maybe that's just me imagining it. I don't know. It does. I think it does. It appears to be a more modern thing. It's like everyone's got to have their story. We need to hear all about their bollocks. I don't know. I might be wrong on that one. So, where's the water? There it is. I actually really like Alien 3. It kept the feel of the first two films. I've not watched it in a while, Alien 3, truth be told. And I struggled liking the original cut. And I do genuinely prefer the director's cut. I did like it. I obviously prefer 1 and 2. That goes without saying. I do like Alien 3, but then again, I also like Alien Resurrection. Ladies and jelly spoons. I like it. Some of it, like mostly because the miniatures and all of the sort of practical effects and stuff like that. Yeah. I just wish the prison monks made sense. Well, yeah. God, I can't even remember when I watched it last time, actually. Sometimes your prison monks just don't need to make sense. Just go with the prison monk flow and you'll be golden. There's also an animated movie called Predator Killer of Killers. Oh, okay. Is it good, Gabba? Can't have a film without lore these days. I wish they could have a film these days without lore. I just don't care about it. I just want to jump in to the action and etc. I mean, modern movies are so afraid to rely on racial stereotype. On speaking English, it's also relying on that is a major issue for some of us. I mean, modern movies are so afraid to rely on racial stereotypes to carry the character story. Well, they like to, what's the word? The subvert expectations or some rubbish like that. You're strictly thinking of the cast of an Arnie movie. Yeah. Wise words. We like the wise words. Oh, the paint's dried. All right, that's fine. Not seen it. You saw on Disney Plus. Gabba. Get rid of the Disney Plus. It's the work of the devil. It's the work of the devil. It's invading your home. You need to cast it out. Cast it out. Can we stop trying to subvert my expectations already? You would subvert my expectations by making a good movie, Disney. Yeah, well, Disney can't make a good movie because they're terrible, as we already know. And you don't have it at the moment, Gabba? Nice. That's what I like to hear. Begone, foul demon. Exactly. I want to see shooty guns when I see a Predator film. Likewise. Alien can be either shooty guns or unstoppable killing machine stalking some poor space truckers. Yes. Yes. Also, same with, like, you know, Terminator. Like 1 or 2. Instead of all the other bananas that they've done with that. You will not tolerate the forces of evil. Yes. Shooty guns and cool tech. It's not too much to ask for. I did like, what was it? Aliens Earth thing? I did watch it. I powered through it. And there were aspects of it that I did like. Like, I do like the alien, not the alien, the Weyland-Yutani, like the spacecraft technology and like how it all looks and that kind of stuff. I like that vibe, that aesthetic a lot. I watched it all, dude. I powered through it. Yeah. Not in one sitting, but over like two. But almost, actually. Almost. Yeah. You have Disney Plus, but work are paying for that? I bet they are. They want to, you know, infect your home with Disney Plus. Because they know once Disney gets involved, you're going to start weakening. Your powers. You're going to start weakening your resilience, and soon you will do all of their bidding. So what's going to happen? Trust me, bro. Having worked for Disney for almost 7 years, I know their secrets. Have you seen the Barbarian videos? No, I have not. JD, Disney, have you tried understanding the aliens' feelings? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I did warn you about the writing. Yeah, you did. You did. Weyland ships do look really cool. Yeah, I do really like that, the aesthetic. It's very cool. I have plenty of mental resilience. They'll weaken it. I'm like mental balsa wood. Easy to carve into shape. Easy to shape into what they desire. What's up, First? How you doing today, dude? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're well. The best part of Alien Earth is the world building. You love the idea of corporations. Yeah, well, see, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is how Disney gets you. They're going to start replace. We're not going into politics, but Disney are going to replace governments. So what's going to happen, Chad? So what's going to happen? They're starting to get their little dirty fingers in. And this is how it begins. Prometheus is a higher standard of ship, but things like the engines are similar. I like the ship in Prometheus. Not the big rolly ship at the end, just to clarify. Dungeon soup. I don't know. I watched too much other gibberish. The Covenant was a sheep ship. A sweet ship as well. You've been better. You were not well yesterday either. You... Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Was that why you were not feeling great yesterday? I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sure it was the correct decision and all that sort of stuff. And saying that doesn't really make it any better. This is how Wayuu got started as a multinational entertainer. Yeah, they really did. Yeah. It's a shame that both Prometheus and Covenant were so poorly written. The Horseshoe. Covenant's crew, while it's explained why they make such poor choices, actually angers me with how dumb they are. They do. They are just remarkably dumb. They are stupid. She was 15 for a spaniel of some variety, correct? Some blend of spaniel. That's pretty good innings, right? In the scheme of things. Yeah, Blue Roan. That's what my grandparents used to have. Their they had their dog Barney, who lived for quite. I don't actually know how long he lived for. Actually, he He was a Blue Roan as well. And he was very lovely as too. They just don't act smart considering they're supposed to be semi-elite crew. Well, they're all dingbats. The story, the writing is definitely rubbish. I will clarify, obviously, I don't think I could do any better. Well, actually, maybe I could do any better. Maybe that's the next, where we go, where the stream goes forward. We finally move to our writing film scripts, or rewriting film scripts. not that I've ever read one. Written one. Can we do better than Disney? That is quite the conundrum. More your dad's than yours. Yeah, it's never an easy time. I don't deal at all well with it. Thing I absolutely dread about owning a dog. Idris's accent was terrible. I can't even remember it. I'm not massively keen on him as an actor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to say that, but I'm not massively keen on him. If it helps, someone said this to me when considering how stupid some of these crews are. You don't send your brightest, most valuable staff on high-risk, long-lasting missions. You send the expendables. Yes, that makes sense. Although Sly Stallone in the Expendables might disagree. You try and remember that to soothe your rage. In Alien Earth, it's explained in the security officer's letter from his daughter. I can't even remember what the hell was written in that letter. The corporate education is selective. They don't teach everything the independent school do. Well, yeah, I mean, they'll all teach what they want to teach, won't they? But I also think Idris is... Hey, Chad, I'm with you on that one, dude. He has such an iconic voice. Why cover it with a yank skin? And Idris left monitoring the guys stuck on an alien ship to go get something. And they defo don't tell you everything on a mission. Well, no, only what you need to know, right? He's good in the right role. I'll give him that. I'm just not massively like... Some people are like, oh, he's the best ever, and he must be in the things to make them cool. You know? I'm just trying to think what I've actually liked him in. Hold on. Give me a minute. I might need some time. Extraction 2. He was in that, wasn't he? Apparently, which I just remembered. Which I've seen once. He's been in a lot of things. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3. Suicide Squad, which was Gash. Fast and Furious. I don't think I've actually seen that one. Hobbs and Shaw. He was in Thor Ragnarok. Oh, he was Heimdall, right? Yeah. Luther, which I completely missed out on. So maybe that's not helping the situation. Dark Tower, Molly's Game, Star Trek Beyond. Oh God, yeah. I'd forgotten about that one. The Gunman. He's been in loads of stuff. Pacific Rim, of course, with a name with Stacker Pentecost. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Prometheus, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, bloody hell. Takers, Rock and Roll of the Human Contract. 28 weeks later. God, I watched that the other day, actually. What a time to be alive. Thor movies, yeah. I never, like... I've watched... I mean, I think I've seen them all. I think. Pretty sure I have. Not really... I don't really watch them a huge amount. I'm pretty sure I have seen them all. Maybe the very last one. I don't even know, though. In reality, it's the rewriting that's been ruining their IPs. I do agree. I do agree with you there, JD. It's really not helping. The rewrites and just like keeping the IP still alive, because that's what it really is. They're trying to milk that IP for all they can, and to keep it in their hands, I guess. She was super hot. Hold on, who was super hot? Gabba. There are some actors who only play themselves. I think Idris only plays Idris. So you're talking about The Rock. Talking about The Rock there, basically, as well. I was just trying to think of any other actors who only played themselves. That was just the only name which popped into my brain. And made us hate him. He's good as Heimdall, yes. I liked him in the... See, I don't think I watched The Tower. And I've not seen Luther. I think my middle brother watched it. I just missed out on it. That accent in Prometheus matches the accent in 28 Weeks Later. In all its jolly old London glory. The Tower film was good. So what is the Tower film about? Is it about a tower? It just went on to a gun YouTuber's ranch in Texas. Sorry, ranch. You got to say it, ranch, if you're going to Texas. To learn how to run a lever gun, single action, double action revolvers. Oh, really? But to be honest, I find Stephen King's... I don't like Stephen King's... I think I'm not into that at all. Except, you know... Shawshank Redemption. The Tower, he plays a gunslinger. Yeah, I'd not seen that then. I think I said it out loud when I was going through Idris's IMDb listings. Oh. Do you mean the Tower or the Dark Tower? Because he's in a film called The Dark Tower. Yeah, The Dark Tower. Okay. Yeah, I've not seen that. I will, if I see it on the agenda, like appear, then I will swipe it and watch it. The captain of Prometheus, Wayland's daughter. Oh. Hold on. I'm going to have to Google. I want to make sure. I'm just going to make sure I'm where my brain is correct. Hi, Farm. Hey, what's up, Lucian? How you doing, dude? What's cracking? How you doing, you saucy beast? So hold on, Gabba, the captain of Prometheus, who is, I'm very confused. I'm so confused, actually. I'm all right. I'm awake, technically. I'm technically awake. That's all I can really say at the moment, at this point in time. I am technically awake. Progress is happening though, so it's all, you know, we're awake. That's all I can say. How are you? And we are painting some gold. Well, a little bit of gold. Trying to keep Spandau Ballet happy. Meredith Vickers? What, in Prometheus? Oh, Chaz. Oh, I'm going to have to disagree on that one. I'm 200 miles from where I was when you started streaming, so I guess that is definitely progress. That is a lot of progress. In the movie, she was hot. Not so much nowadays. I don't know. I'm She's never done much for me. In the movie when they're filming, she couldn't run when the horseshoe came rolling along. What do you mean she couldn't run? I'm sure she's been in stuff that I've liked. Hold on, let's have a look. Mad Max Furry Road. They're going to remake that and it's going to be... Mindhunter. No, that's a TV series. Actress, here we go. Previous. Furiosa. Fast X. Oh god, she was in that, wasn't she? What else has she been in that I've seen? Fast and Furious 9. I think I've seen that. I don't know. I think I've seen it. Fast and Furious 8. Seen that. The Huntsman. Not sure what that is. As I said, Mad Max Furry Road. Snow White and the Huntsman. I think I watched that. Prometheus I watched. Bunch of Dior adverts. What? Aeon Flux. I think I've seen. Did she win an award for Monster? I think she did, didn't she? The Legend of Bagger Vance. Jesus Christ. That's the film I've not heard of that one in a while. What else? Reindeer Games. The Cider House Rules. The Astronaut's Wife. The Devil's Advocate. I think that's probably when I first... Might have been the first time I've heard of. Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, I don't know. Not my... Not... Yeah. Chuckle Brothers. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me catch up on chat. Careful. I'm not objectifying. I'm allowed a preference, am I not? As we all know... What my preference is. Because she smoked 20 to 30 a day. Jesus Christ. That's quite a lot of cigarettes. Not too bad, thanks. Just got in from work. My day was made when I got a big old smile from a young woman tonight. Works in the school, and I was like, damn, son, keep your eyes at eye level. Were you tempted to wiggle the eyebrows? Although, hold on. Did the eyebrows were wiggly or not? Were you behaving yourself, Lucian? In the suit, she couldn't run. Yeah, those space suits probably didn't look very comfy. Charlie's been in loads. Yeah, I've just not seen much of it. Chuckle Brothers, Jesus Christ. To me, to you. They had to stitch 3 cuts together because her breathing was so bad. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Smoking's bad, okay? Have I seen Fast and Furious 9? I don't actually know if I have seen Fast and Furious 9. I think I have. But as you say, they do blend into one. I don't think I've seen the one where they send the car into space. So I get slightly confused. Which might be Fast and Furious 9 for that matter. I don't know. Chuckle Brothers. 2 legends. Absolute legends. Wait, what? What do you mean? I know they send a car into space in one of the Fast and Furious films. Yeah. It goes up in a rocket or something. I don't... Fast and Furious stuff. Paul is alive, but I think Barry is the one who's died. Oh! When you said Paul, I was thinking... Okay, Bazza. They were from the age of... Yeah, I know. They did. I enjoy the Fast and Furious... Well, certainly, like, a lot of the earlier ones. I say the earlier ones. Like, a lot of them. They did start to get a little bit bananas, though. Tully is a good movie with... okay. What's that about? Oh, I saw it there. I see. I don't know. Problem is, I don't have huge amounts of hours, and there are many awful films I must watch. There are many awful films I must watch, and it's just a matter of trying to prioritize which films get viewed and which don't. I honestly think if it came out with wrong ones, it would destroy me. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just remembering a bloody comedian. I wish I hadn't thought of it. I wish you hadn't actually brought that up. With the Chuckle Brothers. They were making I think they were making some smutty joke about them. With the whole to me, to you thing. I don't... God damn it. I could have done without that thought in my brain. Thank you. I feel sad for the remaining brother since his work and family were the same people. True. That Warhammer quest night, I did, Lucian. I wasn't massively... I don't know. We did have a look at it earlier. That won't go down well. Chuckle Brothers are loved. Oh, they are. They are, absolutely. You filthy heretic. I could tell you the good parts, but that would spoil it. Do I want the breakfast tomorrow? Yes, always go with breakfast. Absolutely, that goes without saying. That's almost like a trick question. So we were looking at this earlier. There's something, well, for me at least, there's something about this which doesn't quite look right. I don't know if it's the helmet. I know his shoulders are... like he's rotating one shoulder towards the camera. Here. So he does look skinnier and his head looks massive in this picture. What up, RJ? How you doing? You're not posh? You don't have to be posh to have breakfast. It's an investment in the rest of your day. I don't know. It's up to you. Only to end up with ads. Well, RJ, you know what they say about adverts. They can be defeated by subscribing and indeed, or Twitch Prime. Not Twitch. Yeah, Twitch Prime or the other thing that Twitch do. Whatever the hell it's called. Turbo. Unfortunately. Is the bacon gold? Probably. It does look more realistic and less Warhammery. It just doesn't look quite right to me. It could well be the angle of the viewing. It just doesn't look quite right. I think it might just be the helmet which is throwing everything off for me. I'll have to have a look at it. Maybe we can get some future angles. It's a buffet. In that case, just inhale all of the breakfast. That's what it's there for. So you don't have to have lunch. You might chuggle it. Chuggle it. I merged smuggle and cheeky there into chuggle. A cheeky sausage or two. Everyone loves a cheeky sausage or two. What up? What up? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as I said, I'm not going to be buying Warhammer Quest unless they have some really impressive baddies. I did add that as a caveat. Because always have a caveat just in the back pocket, just in case something good appears. You might make a cheeky sausage right now. Go on, do it. Why stop at one when you could have three? Do you like mustard or ketchup with sausages? Let's get the real talk out of the way. I won't be buying regardless. If it's 40k, yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, if this was Warhammer Fantasy, I mean, if this was more time, I'd be all over it. Obviously. I don't think it's going to have what I need. Curry or barbecue? Both. Curried barbecue. Oh, sauces. Bloody hell. Oh, Christ. I rarely have a curry sauce, actually. If I go to a chip shop or something, It's usually just ketchup and lots of salt and vinegar. Oodles. Oodles of salt and vinegar. They rarely seem to put enough vinegar on these days, or enough salt. It's verging on terrible, in fact, that they don't give me enough. Ooh, I'm going to save that file for later. Synthwave Horror Mix.
Your $200 puffer keeps you warm at the coffee shop.
Bloody advert. What's this for? Bearskin military grade hoodie. You got crumpets and butter in your bag? I'm a big fan of putting Marmite on a crumpet. Your missus likes curry sauce? I mean, I do like... I mean, the normal default is crumpet with, obviously butter, obviously, and jam. But I will say, crumpet with butter and Marmite, Betty. All sorts of wiggly eyebrows. Hell yes. That mini on screen was the Warhammer Quest, Age of Sigmar. I'm waiting for this advert to finish. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. 3-minute advert on YouTube. Come on, let me access the skip button. Screw it. Military grade is such a pretentious thing. I'm gonna when we get around to redoing the website, we're gonna do military grade painting. I don't know what it's gonna mean. I'm gonna come up with some bollocks and excuse me, YouTube. I'm gonna come up with some BS, and we're going to we're gonna workshop the wording and see if we can come up with the most pretentious advert ever. Echo, hello, how's it going today? How are you doing? What's cracking? Happy Wednesday to you. Hi, Fum, you should get some dinner. You bought some steakhouse fries, and I got fish fillet in the freezer. Do it. Just do all the things. Why is this advert just absolutely terrible? New game coming out soon. Marmite on crumpets is goated. Yeah, for the longest time I wouldn't go near it because it was just like, I love Marmite obviously because I'm a man who has exceptional taste in everything, but I would never put that combination together for I can't remember who suggested it to me, but God bless them. What the F are... I think they're just fat fries. I don't really know, Gabba. I just like chips and fries. I'm not gonna... If they were potatoes and they're sort of chopped into weird shapes and deep fried or whatever, I will eat them. That's all there is to it. I think steak fries are supposed to be fat bad boys, though, and they're not. Am I allowed to say the word fat? Screw it, I'm saying it anyway. Because that's how I roll. Steakhouse. I'm Googling steakhouse fries. Steakhouse fries are thick, crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Potato wedges. Often prepared with a multi-stage cooking process to achieve their signature texture. Common methods include a triple fry technique for restaurant quality results or oven roasting. They're typically seasoned with salt immediately after cooking and are a popular side dish for steaks. So they're fries you have with steaks. There we go. Using Blender. Ooh, how's Blender going? Hold on. I missed out some military grade chat. Hold on. And it was military grade chat about military grade. Hold on. Like aircraft grade aluminium. Oh, sorry, aircraft grade aluminium. Military grade just means it was the cheapest item to meet the minimal specification. Damn it. We're not doing military grade painting commissions. We're going to do the opposite. Military contract? Would that be a way of doing it? I'm not really sure about military contracts. Are they overpriced? No, we don't want to do overpriced. We want to do what's a good way of doing some pretentious advertising? You're military grade and you're a mess, a hot, sexy mess. There's nothing wrong with being a hot, sexy mess, but a mess nonetheless. Going well, you're finishing off a sci-fi road system. Oh, nice. So is this like modular, kind of a modular thing that you can like print, do multiple things for? Steakhouse chips, sure, but steakhouse fried? Oh, dude, I've got no idea. It's all weird words for... So just fish and chips without the vinegar? No, you got to have vinegar. You got to have vinegar, then hose it down with salt. You got to maximize the salt intake. It's not health advice. It's just my advice. The road system will be a set of 36 tiles, 6x6 for your wargaming table. Nice. Hold on. Wait. I did print out some... Wait, hold on. I have printed out some tiles which are like this. Well, not like... Similar-ish to this. I mean, this one's specific for a building that sits on top of it. But there are road ones which have road printed on it, basically. And they're pretty modular. I would like it if that person brought out more of them, though. With some, like, you know, a bit more variation on it. Would be lovely. Excuse me. Chat, where have you gone? I've not watched Spitting Image in ages. They did re-release it, right? Itchy Nose, excuse me. That's a show that definitely wouldn't be allowed nowadays. Love Thy Neighbor was another. I've not seen that one. I'm not even familiar with it, I don't think. Are you trying to get private military army together? Only of Space Marines and medieval soldiers. I think military grade painting would be not painting something that doesn't rust. Premium grade painting, saying premium a lot. I can say premium an awful lot. I think I'd have to ponder it a little bit more. See how many times we can smash that word into a sentence. Bespoke painting that subverts. Can't even finish that sentence, JD. Jesus. I managed to skip a few words ahead and saw AI and leveraging. That sounds pretty good. I might have to copy that. Is there a word? You added sustainable actually. Oh, good. I was thinking that word definitely needs to be, or a word similar needs to be jammed in there. Only for those discerning enough to make modern art masterpieces. Comes to life. It's not health advice nor good advice. It's just advice. Exactly. It's just advice. I mean, you all have a mind. Whether you take my advice or not is entirely up to you. I do not endorse it. The only thing I endorse is buying 3 of everything. Especially using my affiliate link from Element Games. Or indeed from Noble Knight Games over in America. There you go. That would really help the channel if you decide to use the affiliate link. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. There. There we go. That's sustainable outcomes. That is very... very good. I like that. We like sustainable outcomes. And cramming in the AI stuff as well. We can make it work. Am I even painting on camera? I've got a different screen open for some reason. I can't see. From the artist experience in both Europe and North America. Ooh. North America. Boop. 3 of everything. So you got 3 Mastodons? No, I tried, dude. I tried. They didn't actually have 3 in stock. I think they only had 2, and I thought, well, I better just get the 1 for now. When they decide to make some more, I'll consider getting another. I just want to know what my... Did I see someone video talking about a fridge with adverts or something recently? Did someone do a video on... It's probably... Woo. Combining the best techniques only learned by physical presence. They only made the 1. Get the reviews in there as well. An excellent nuanced application of a dark and desaturated blue glaze to accentuate the recesses. Really brought depth and an earnest emotion to my model. Hey, you're reading my mind. We've actually... it wasn't a desaturated blue glaze. It was actually purple. It was such a subtle thing that not many... But the problem is, I'm personally blaming Twitch for this. Their compression algorithms that they use. Screw it, I'm adding that word. The compression they use probably doesn't help you see it. You have to really be in person to appreciate the slight variations in color and texture involved in this miniature. There we go. You can get Twitch on fridges. God. Really? Why would you want that? I mean, how long are you standing at a fridge for? Or more importantly, how long can you go without watching my stream? You can surely make it to the kitchen and back without seeing me, surely. Your cheeky sausage became a ham and cheese grilled sandwich. Ooh. Lovely jubbly. How many Space Marines does the Mastodon carry? Is it 40 and 2 Dreadnoughts? Man, I tell you what, as soon as I get back to the States, I'm gonna be all over Wendy's. I'm pretty sure they allowed it back into this country again, but I missed that. I missed it. Where is hold on, I'm just trying to add the how to add allied or a Lord of War detachment. Oh, screw it. Let's just add a new Lord of War detachment. 40 Marines. All 4 Dreads. The connoisseur's choice. The connoisseur. I mean, we could do an entirely new army. We could do an entirely new army. This is where the issues begin. could do a Mastodon. We could do a Mastodon. Fill it with 4 dreadnoughts. Does it say dreadnought? Does it say a particular size of dreadnoughts or Mastodon? Let's look at the rules. Sorry, I'm not even sharing the page. I'm so sorry, folks. Look at that. There he goes again, subverting the established painting norms with a purple glaze to bring an incredible intensity to this piece. Yes. Adam, hello. How's it going? What's going on? That's a good question. What factions would you dislike painting the most? If we're talking sort of Warhammer 40k kind of stuff, obviously Dark Angels, because they're the... No. I don't genuinely don't know. I don't have much experience painting Tau. I painted one entire miniature. So I think there would be a bit of a little bit of apprehension there. What have I... If someone was to... Thing is, I paint really slowly. Lovingly. Etc, etc. You know. I take... I'm not even going to continue that sentence. I do take a long time, obviously. So painting... So if someone was like, yo, I really need you to paint me a Horde army, that would take a while. It would also cost a lot, but that's by the by. You got a Wendy's in Cambridge? I'm going to Cambridge very soon. So yeah, Adam, I would probably... I like painting most things, truth be told. I like the painting. Once I get into it, it's all good. It's Age of Sigmar. If there's anything I probably dislike, I don't know. I'm not massively sold on. What is it I don't like in Age of Sigmar apart from the general Age of Sigmar thing? Nighthaunt? Maybe? Not massively keen on Nighthaunt. You sounded like Simon Whistler for a moment there. Dark Angels extra charge. Yeah, there needs to be an extra charge for that, obviously. So hold on. Let's not get too... Transport Bay. Nothing anti-grav. So... Where does it say how many blokes? It is 40, isn't it? So there'll be 4 dreadnoughts. Let's just smack in 4 Leviathans, just for a casual new army. We're not being serious. We're not being serious at the moment, okay? Let's just make that very very clear. But let's just smack in a bunch of Leviathan bad boys. 4 Leviathans. I don't quite understand. So that's 1,770 points. Right there. That's the bare minimum. You need them with all the good stuff. And then you could do Dreadnought drop pods on top of that to add more Dreadnoughts to the list. And you would need some fleshy people somehow. I don't know. I really don't know. You can only have 3 dreadnoughts of those variety. I would have to smash in a Contemptor to keep them company, surely. I don't even know where the Contemptor is. There it is. Bash. So that's close enough to 2,000 points. So the question is, what army are we going to start? We've got Imperial Fists there. We could do any other army. Ultramarines, an ultra army. Ladies and jelly spoons. We have a new army. Read my last 2 messages to the YouTube people. The results are worth it, folks. Trust me. Reading is for squares. True. I do like doing a little bit of reading in the morning. Before I lever myself out of bed and go, ugh. Let's get to it. I do like to get a little bit of reading done. Before I spend the next God knows how long like looking at miniatures and going, can I actually see that? Or do I need glasses yet? And looking at the computer screen. A bit of book time is a good thing. I do actually think I might need glasses at some point, actually. It's just like starting to... Starting to get a little bit painful to read. Paint things really close. Reading on important time. Well, you got to have a good library of just drivel stuff. It's like weird. I'm just trying to remember. Where the hell was it? There was some. Was it Viz? There was some annual or something. I think someone gave it to my dad as a joke or something. I don't know. He never read that, but that just got swiftly put into the downstairs reading room, also known as the loo. I definitely do have a Transformers Gen 1 omnibus stashed in the bathroom for those solitary moments. Well, I think it's definitely a needed thing. You know? I can't remember. What am I supposed to be doing tonight after work? I think I've got to write a blog post, but I really want to play some Battlefield. Oh no. It's the conundrum. You went for Bracky. It was the right move. It's the right move. I know a lot of people say, breakfast being the most important meal of the day was just advertising. And fine, it might be advertising, but it's bloody good. Breakfast is important. Badger, do it. Hold on, what did I do? What? I got to write a bit of a blog post. Battlefield 6. Oh, it's too tempting. It's too tempting. How's your thingamajiggle coming on, Chad? You know what I mean. Commission. Democracy needs you. Yeah, I know. I know. I do. That's exactly what I do. I bring democracy. Yeah, this thing is going to need extra work. I'm not happy with it. Not if you're on a hunger strike. Yeah, I'm not on one of them. That's crazy. I couldn't go on a hunger strike. I have epilepsy. I have to eat, otherwise I'll have a seizure. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things ever. I couldn't possibly. I couldn't go on a hunger strike, and also I couldn't do a 24-hour stream or anything like that. I have to I used to do 8-hour streams way back in the day when I first started, like 2018. I used to do sort of 8-hour streams, and I cut it down to 6-hour streams, and now we're at 4-hour streams. It's where we are. I can't, which is not great for growing a Twitch channel. Like longer streams do better, but I just physically can't do them, which sucks. Spherical objects. I need to photo the 5 D&D characters and wrap them to send out tomorrow, and the jet I decided I'll wait till tomorrow to airbrush it in better light, since I think I need to mix the grey. What greys have you gone with? You go on a hunger strike? Yeah, I mean, I can't really miss meals for too long, otherwise, it's not good. Which is rather tedious sometimes. Sometimes if I've had a massive breakfast, I'm not going to need lunch. But if I then miss supper and then the next morning I'm just like, I think we definitely need lots of food. Because I'm not feeling 100%. So this gold is starting to look better. Going to need a bit of work. We do have, by the way, we have got Liberator gold after this. And then we're highlighting with this bad boy with a little bit of Stormhost silver. This is the pale gold right here. It's not quite as pale as it looks in the pot. Yeah, hypoglycemic, you have to eat as well. So it's not quite as pale as the pot main gives you the impression of, but it is pretty pale. So we do have to bear that. So that will be a highlight. I'm just frankly kind of putting this bit off because I've got to paint it all gold, black in between. So we're going to have to figure something out to make that work. These things need to be painted, like these bits. These raised edges around these plates need to be silver or steel. Likewise, there. There. Round here as well needs to be steel. These wibbly bibbly bobbly things need to be steel, silvery coloured. As does the chalice, which I believe was a skull with a... I can't quite make out what it is. Hold on. Ugh. Hold on. Phone's being weird. I mean, that's top bits of skull. Top bit is a skull. I just don't understand this. I thought for a second there's no way that's like an orc's, like it's a skull with like a massively like lower jaw kind of orc situation going on. So I don't think it's an orc. It's just going to be, anyway, that's going to be ivory. This is going to be steel color, same as this ridge bit there. Do have a little bit of gold to tickle on these raised areas. They just looked a bit weird before. But we definitely need to push some gold back onto those. As I said, this is a nightmare. We've got to pick out all the detail there. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. It's just... or a plinth. Yeah, it could be a plinth. Good call there. Woo! So I bought specifically for this RAF Ocean Grey and RAF Sky Grey. Who did those? What company did those colours? Annoyingly, I think it needs to be 3 drops of ocean and 1 sky. Ah. I mean, I thought my first impression was a chalice, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's definitely a thing. That's for sure. Oh, these were Air Series from AK. Oh, okay. So I have a few of the Air. I have a few of these bad boys, Signal Blue. I have a few of these model colors from a... Oh, hold on, this is Vallejo. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I do have some of the AK paints, but they're not the Air ones. The English gentleman, hello, how are we doing today? That is Signal Blue, yes. I believe so. I don't actually know, but I'm guessing yes. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? What is going on? So I need... What do I need to do? You know what? One of the things I need to do tonight is get that cursed emote. See if we can get that up and running. I believe the graphic is actually on the other computer, so I will attempt to do that tonight. So that we can... That's if we can make it work. It might actually look awful when shrunk down. But we will see if we can make something happen. You're chill. Had a very relaxed few days. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's fantastic. When you say a relaxed few days, what did you... Can I be bold and ask, like... What did you do? What did you do? Oh, hello. I like the model air range, but only for airbrushing. For brush... Oh, absolutely. I think, in fact... I did buy a couple of the air paints and tried it with the brush and really didn't like it. I do agree with you, Chad. I do agree with you on that one. These AK Air ones so far, Touchwood, he found very brush friendly. Oh, okay. When you airbrush them, well, they will be magnificent. They will go. It'll be a fantastic thing. It'll be a fantastic thing. It'll go very smoothly. Literally, and figuratively speaking. Although I've never used them, so I could be talking out of my posterior. I do have. I don't have any of the air ones. I do like the AK paints though. So, I've done very little but play video games. Battlefield 6. I knew I liked you for a reason. What's your class of choice? What's your class of choice for Battlefield 6 thus far? And just generally hang out with your mates, albeit only online as they live far away. It is the modern problem, isn't it? You meet many wonderful people around the world, and hanging out with them online is how one does it. But it's been nice to have everyone about so we can all play and hang out together. Absolutely. I did buy another paint, but I found out when it arrived it's lacquer-based. Oh, God. Which one was that? I have bought a few paints like that by accident when I didn't realise 100% what they were, which is like slightly not great. Not the greatest thing. As it has been since the early days of Battlefield, I'm an engineer through and through. What aspects of it do you like destroying other vehicles, or do you like looking after your own team's vehicles? I'm currently a support player because I need the ammunition. I've always been a terrible recon. I like the idea of it. I really like the idea of it, but the reality of it is I'm terrible. It's just a terrible reality that I'm an awful sniper. When I do it occasionally, I'm just like, today we're going to do some sniping, whether we see how bad we are. And I remind myself each and every time that yes, I'm a terrible sniper. And I get very happy when I hit something. But I'm a worse pilot. That is undisputed fact. Jet pilots and helicopter pilots are evil, evil people. I don't understand them. It's not natural. RAF Dark Slate. I love an RPG. I get great joy from destroying tanks on my own. I have been playing Engineer a little bit recently. Like, a little bit. I do get a lot of joy from destroying another bit from a vehicle. Yeah, I do like that. Especially solo. I love it. That's the best stuff. I'm evil? Yes. In the game. Obviously. But I'll always try and repair my friendly vehicle lovers. Yes. Well, obviously. I'll do that. I don't know, though. I don't know. Well, look at my jumper, by the way, in case you haven't realised. This is my summer jumper. It's got ventilation holes in the elbows. It's got ventilation holes everywhere else because it's the moths got to it, and I don't want to throw it away. It's terrible. I've dabbled with all the classes. Assault has I was using that last night. That was quite fun, actually. It's like having it at an angle and just getting to a different place that people don't normally expect to see you from and shooting them. That was a lot of fun. JD, I don't think the leather patches are gonna... I think we're beyond leather patches. We're gonna need leather sleeves at this point. You're pretty good at tank hunting and healing sport. I love an LMG recon. Drone part. I've yet to use the drone part. I've not really played much as a recon. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. try and see how bad my aim is. I played around the other day where RPG'd both a jet and an attack helicopter. See, I've only just unlocked the RPG. So that is always a good thing. I remember in the good old days, Field 3 and 4, all the classic clips of just like jumping out of a jet, shooting a following jet or something, or a helicopter with the RPG and falling back into your jet and flying off again. That clip in particular was always fantastic. I always wished that one day I could do one or both of those things. Never have, ever. The real joy, though, is counter-sniping. Yes, that's... I get sick of being sniped. I thought, screw this, I'm going to try and shoot that one just once. That's what makes me happy. Straight to the face. Yeah, I did that a couple of times. Leather arms. Yeah, for this jumper, it's absolutely riddled with holes. The moths got to it, unfortunately. And my grandmother gave me this jumper, so I'm not keen on remotely throwing it away. So the moths got to it there. The moths got to it here. At this point, time to make it a sleeveless pullover. Yeah, maybe. As a friend, I'm going to say this as kindly as I can. Cut those sleeves off and have a... Or get rid of it. I'm not getting rid of it. Exactly. I'd completely forgotten that's what it was called. Yes. That's exactly what it was called, yeah. That was a good old time. Let me have a butcher's. Let me have a... Hold on. Where are we? Yes, okay. There we go. I do love a good old jumper. I have a jumper that I call my granddad jumper. It's nicked and has rings of thread. Yeah, this is very comfortable. Yeah. Especially as we slowly meander our way towards the winter. A good jumper is definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Okay, so let me have a quick look. So I don't entirely know what is going on, but it is Wednesday today, obviously. So I would like to say thank you very much for hanging out. We have a raid command. If you can copy and paste that to where we're going, that would be a wonderful thing. Come through and at least say hello. That's always appreciated. If you're on YouTube, I'd love it if you at least tickle the like button. That would be a great thing. And make sure you're subscribed, all that juicy YouTube stuff. I will be back on Monday, definitely. Check out my Discord, potentially, for auxiliary streams, because they do Battlefield 6 drops basically tomorrow and up until 4 o'clock on Friday. So I'll see, maybe I can shoehorn an extra stream in to display my lack of skill right there. So we're going to go and raid right now. If you can come through, that would be a wonderful thing. I will see you later, alligators. Thank you very much for hanging out. And thank you so much for the resub and the follow. Toodly pip, folks. Where is the button? There is the button.